Good morning, students. Welcome to our masterclass channel. So, last video we have discussed about some gate questions on semiconductors. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about two problems repeatedly asked in gate questions. Let us enter into the session. The cutoff wavelength, that is lambda. Wavelength is represents lambda. The cutoff wavelength lambda, the range of in terms of micrometer, okay, mu m of light that can be used for intrinsic excitation of a semiconductor material of band gap Eg, which is equal to 1.1 electron volt. Okay, Eb is dash. Once again, I repeat the question. The cutoff wavelength of light that can be used for intrinsic excitation of a semiconductor material of band gap Eg, which is equal to 1.1 electron volt is dash. Option A 0.85 micrometer, option B 1.125 μm, option C 1.450 μm, option D 2.250 μm. So among these answer, option B is the correct one. That is 1.125 μm. Okay. Let us check how the answer became 1.125. Wavelength in this problem, you just find out what are the parameters it will be given. Okay. So wavelength lambda will be given. Okay, no problem. Of light. That can be used for intrinsic excitation of a semiconductor material of band gap. Eg value should be given. Okay. So we need to find out the energy, that is photon energy, right? So here, look at this problem. E, which is equal to hc by lambda. So that is our photon energy. So E is nothing but photon energy, isn't it? E is photon energy. So which is equal to the ratio of hc by lambda, where h is the Planck's constant. That is, the value should be 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Okay, h value is 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Where c is the speed of light. So that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Okay. Now we find out the lambda. From this we find out the lambda because we need to calculate the lambda value in terms of micrometer, mu m. Okay. So from this photon energy formula, we find out the lambda. Okay. So now lambda, which is equal to hc by E. Now lambda, which is equal to hc by E. Okay. Now lambda, which is equal to hc by E. So what is that h? H, we know that h is nothing but Planck's constant. So Planck's constant is 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34. C is speed of the light. So that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by, here we have E. So E is 1.1 into EB. It means first you put 1.1 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 90. Okay. So why I put here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 90 means this one, it represents the charge on one electron. This value it represents, so in terms of coulomb only. Okay. So 1.6 into 10 to the power of 19 is coulomb. So it means the charge on one electron. Okay. So this means the charge on one electron. Okay. So charge on one electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So this is also known as fundamental unit of charge. Okay. fundamental unit of charge. Okay, that is one charge, which is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19, because your energy gap, that is Eg, which is equal to 1.1 ev is given in your problem. 1.1 ev is given, so 1.1 I keep this as it is. For this E, I represent here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Now you can get clear why I put here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, now you solve this problem, you can get 1.125 into micrometer. 1.125 into micrometer, because your given answer will be in terms of micrometer only. So I get it like this. Okay, 1.125 into micrometer. Okay, so in this problem, the formula is energy gap, which is equal to, that is photon energy equal to Hc by lambda. Okay, so from this formula you find out the lambda value. So lambda, which is equal to Hc by E. So here you should remember the three main value. One is Planck's constant, that is H equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34, and C is speed of the light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8, and lambda wavelength, that is E, small e, that is charge of unit charge, that is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Okay, once you know these three value, we can easily find out this lambda value. Okay, am I clear? Right. So thank you, students. So next we move on to one more problem. Here, silicon. Okay, consider a silicon sample doped with Nd equal to 1 into 10 to the power of 15 per centimeter cube donor atoms. So Nd represent donor atoms. So donor atom is 1 into 10 to the power of 15 per centimeter cube. Next, assume that the intrinsic carrier concentration, it will be represented small n suffix I. So it represents intrinsic carrier concentration. So that is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power of 10 per centimeter cube. If the sample is additionally doped with acceptor atoms, that is Na, which is equal to 10 into 10 to the power of 18 per centimeter cube, that is acceptor atoms. The approximate number of electrons per centimeter cube in the sample at T equal to 300 Kelvin will be dash. Okay, so once again, you just go through this question. In this problem, your silicon sample is doped with donor atoms will be given, acceptor atoms will be given. Okay, then intrinsic carrier concentration will be given. So all these values are in terms of per centimeter cube. Okay, so here we have to find out the approximate number of electrons per centimeter cube in the sample at T equal to 300 Kelvin. You know, don't bother about this T equal to 300 Kelvin. Okay, you just find out the number of electrons per centimeter cube. Option A is 22.52, option B is 245.2, option C is 255.2, option D is 265.2. So here the answer became 22.52 is the correct one. Okay, let us check. So acceptor atoms will be given, donor atoms will be given. So from this we find out the P. Okay, so P, which is equal to Na minus Nd. Okay, Na minus Nd. See, one more also I will give you here. N, which is equal to N-type material. If you want to find out N-type material, so Na, which is equal to Nd minus Na. Nd minus Na. Okay, so N equal to Nd minus Na. So here we will have to find out P-type substrate only. So P. So P, which is equal to Na minus Nd. Let us take this formula. Na minus Nd. So Na is 10 into 10 power 8. Nd is 1 into 1.5. Okay, so into 10 to the power of 50. Right? So the answer became 9.99 into 10 to the power of 80. Okay, so now the product of these two, N into P type, the product of these two, N into P, which is equal to Ni square. Okay, the product of N dot P, which is equal to Ni square. So N, from this we find out the N-type material, isn't it? So N, which is equal to Ni square divided by P. So Ni square, that will be given 1.5 into 10 to the power of 10. So here square, so I put here whole square, divided by your p value, that is 9.99 into 10 power 80. So once you solve this numerator by denominator, you can get 22.52 per centimeter cube. Okay, so here N is nothing but free electrons in conduction band. P is free holes in valence band. I is nothing but intrinsic, okay, subscript of intrinsic. N is free electrons in C band, that is conduction band. P is free holes in valence band, and I it represents intrinsic. So N which is equal to Ni square by P. Okay, so the formula is N dot P which is equal to Ni square. So first step we find out the P value. Next you substitute here using this formula N dot P equal to Ni square, and from this you find out the small n value, Ni square divided by P. Okay, so because we need to find out here the number of electrons only, approximate number of electrons only, so I find out here N. Okay, so N which is equal to Ni square by P. Okay, so here you are using the only the three formulae. One is P which is equal to Na minus Nd, acceptor atoms minus donor atoms, and one other formula is N dot P which is equal to Ni square. So from this you find out N value. So N which is equal to Ni square by P. So the answer became 22.52 per centimeter cube. Okay, so thank you students, thank you for watching this video.